Hello friends, today we are going to discuss that how we can extract the purchase register from Tally. This is a very important information which we need to pull every month to understand that how the things are going on. First of all, let's understand that what is a purchase register. So basically a purchase register has all the information about whatever purchases we have done for a particular period. Now let's understand that what is the purpose and what is the scope of the purchase register. Purchase register is not only a statutory requirement to maintain for all the purposes including for the purpose of GST. It helps us to track the all the purchases we have done for a period. We need this information for filing the GST to take appropriate inputs, and also for the purpose of audit and record keeping we have to maintain this register. There are detailed entries which are done for the purchase which are captured in the purchase register, and when we pull the purchase register it gives us a real-time data access for all the purchases done for the period. It is very important to keep reviewing the purchase register to make sure that all the relevant entries of purchases are recorded well in time. Before we start this process, let's understand that what all do we need to have with us before we start this. First of all, make sure that you have the licensed Tally system installed in your system. You have to open the latest Tally version with you, and also most importantly you should have the path of the Tally data of the company of which you want to use. Step 1 is to open the latest Tally version you have. Step 2 is to open the Tally data of the company. You have to copy the path where your data is saved. Press F3, select the Control A and paste your path with the help of the commands Alt D and pasting it by Control C and Control V. Once you are into the data, you will see that you have a prompt option displayed at the right side. The heading of that is Gateway of Tally. There you can see that there are various options including the options of display. So once you go to the second last option of display more reports, there you should select account books, and then you should select the purchase register option. And once you go into purchase register option, you should make sure that you are on the right month for which you want to pull the information. The appropriate period is selected properly. Once you are on the right month, click it. Once you click it, you will see a detailed entries of all the purchases done for that particular month, including the voucher numbers. Now this information is very crisp, but when you want to export the information, you want little more information, a little detailed information about this. So let's make sure that you press F8 to get the menu where you can make appropriate selections about the information in detail you want to pull. The most crucial information about the purchase relates to the supplier information. Depending upon your requirement, you can select yes. For example, you must need the voucher type, you should need the voucher number, you should need the invoice number, you must have the GSTN number of the supplier, and few other important details which you need for the purpose of purchase register. You should make sure that you enter yes there to move forward. Once you make the appropriate selections and you enter, you will have a view of detailed purchase register in the columnar format, where you will have columns of all the key information which you had filtered. This is the information which you would need to understand the purchase register, which will have all the basic information about all the purchases starting from the vendor's GSTN number to the taxable value and the respective inputs of GST you have already entered into the system. Once you are satisfied with the appropriate information that you are not missing anything, you have to press Ctrl plus E to export this information into Excel. When you press Ctrl and E and you go into the export option, it will give you the option to choose the file format and also to enter the path and the name of the file when you will save it. Once you fill in the file name and you fill in the path, you click on export and the proper file in Excel will be generated by the Tally and it will be saved in the path, either on the default path or the path given by you, and you can open that file to see that the information you wanted is already there. Now it automatically opens the file by default once you save it, and then you can review this file, you can save it in the appropriate folders and you can use it for the further purposes. I hope this information was meaningful and relevant for you. Thank you so much.